Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Ladysurvival here, and welcome to another new player raid mount / transmog guide video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to run the Nighthold Raid, which is from the Legion expansion. This is one of my favorite raids. I feel like there's a lot of really great transmog. It's actually where I got my transmog for my hunter, Sylvanas, that you guys see a lot and actually ask about her transmog. But also from this raid, you'll have a chance at getting 2 mounts depending on what difficulty you run it on. There is the Living Infernal Core mount and the Fiendish Hellfire Core. Basically the same mount, just different colors. And before we get started, I have a feeling a few people are going to ask about my t-shirt. I haven't worn this much really ever because it's actually a navy blue t-shirt, not a black t-shirt, so I just kind of don't wear it that much, but it is really cool. I got it on Redbubble many years ago. I'm not sure if they still sell it, but if they do, I will put a link to it down below. Super cool night elf shirt. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump on into the game. All right, so there's a few things I just want to quickly go over. So clicking into the Nighthold, and the final boss, Gul'dan, is the one that has a chance to drop the mounts. So let me go through the difficulties to show you where the mount can drop from. It will not have a chance to drop on the Raid Finder difficulty, but in normal, you will have a chance at the green variation of the mount, as well as in heroic, there is another chance for the green variation. And then on Mythic, there's actually a chance for both the green version and then the red version. So if you want the red one, that only comes from Mythic, but it's really cool because Mythic has a chance at either or. So you could potentially, I mean, highly impossible, but technically there's a super small chance you could get both at the same time. So I usually run this on Mythic because why not? There's a chance for both of them. And you could also, if you wanted to, on one character within 1 week before the reset on Tuesday, you could run it on all 3 difficulties. So you could literally clear it on normal, go back out, clear it on heroic, go back out, clear it on Mythic, all on one character. So basically 3 chances at mounts from the Nighthold, all just in one little session while you're there. Personally don't do that. I usually just run it once on Mythic. I don't try for this mount a whole lot, but when I do, I'll usually just do it once on Mythic. So that's pretty much everything about the mounts, but then another really exciting thing is that this is where I got my hunter transmog from the Mythic version of Nighthold, with an exception of the boots aren't from that set and the cloak. And I think the belt is something different, but most of this set is from the Nighthold. We go into our collections tab. You can see here that this is the Mythic set from the Nighthold. It's basically like a Sylvanas inspired transmog set. It's super cool. I think there might be a couple pieces that drop from the Emerald Nightmare as well, I believe. And then of course there's different color variations depending on if you're running it on heroic, normal, or LFR. So they're all super cool. Today I'll be running it on Mythic. Yeah, so that's just the hunter set. There's so many other really cool transmog sets that come from the Nighthold. I feel like the Nighthold was a really good one. So definitely if you're on a different class and want to see what it is, just go into your collections tab in the appearances and in the sets. And if you just search the Nighthold, you'll be able to click into it. You can also, I mean, I could look through, but I don't want to take the time to do that. So just go ahead and see what the sets are for your class. I'll also put a few images on the screen of some of my favorite ones that you can get just for an idea of some of the really cool things that you can get here. Okay, I think that now everything is out of the way. I'm actually gonna relocate my camera down here now that it's no longer in the way. A lot of the menus and stuff that I go to show you, like this stuff, is blocked by my camera, but I feel so much more comfortable with it down there. Let's take a quick look at our map to find out where are we even going. We are going to be heading to the Broken Isles. This is the zone from the Legion expansion, and the raid is located in Suramar, and the entrance is somewhere around here. It's marked over here, but the entrance is roughly over here. I'll find it again once we get there. So as far as getting there, there's 2 ways to do it. The most popular way would be to use your Dalaran Hearthstone, which would just hearth you right over to Dalaran right here, and then you could just fly there. But since all of you might not have your Dalaran Hearthstone, I'm going to show you the other way as well. If you want to know how to get your Dalaran Hearthstone, I do have a video, so I will put that up somewhere. It's a minute or 2 long to find out how to get it. You definitely want to have your Dalaran Hearthstone. It's really great to have another way to quickly get to a city, and there's portals to Stormwind and Orgrimmar in Gul'dan, so it's just kind of good to have. It's a real quick way to get back to your main city hub. That is what I'll be doing, but I'm also just going to show you what to do if you don't have your Gul'dan Hearthstone and don't want to worry about doing that right now. So going into the portal room for the Horde, and straight ahead here, there is a portal to Azsuna, which will also get you to the Broken Isles. So if we went through here, it would take you over to Azsuna, and then you would just fly from Azsuna over to Suramar. So I'm not literally going to go through on my Hunter because I'm just going to use my Hearthstone. But super quickly, I'll also show you where the Azsuna portal is for the Alliance too. For the Alliance, just in the main portal room in the Mage Quarter, once you're up in this main section, just head over to your left, and it's just this portal located right here to get to Azsuna. So we are back on my Hunter. We're going to be using our Gul'dan Hearthstone, but I just wanted to mention one more thing, and that is that the Gul'dan Hearthstone is a toy. So if you're not sure if you have it, just go into your toy box and search Gul'dan Hearthstone and find out if you have it yet, and if it's grayed out, you don't. You can use the Hearthstone directly from your toy box, but all that I've done is just dragged it from the toy box onto my action bar for easy clicking, so that's where we're heading now. Right, so we have arrived in Gul'dan in the Broken Isles, and we're just going to be flying over to Suramar, roughly right around here. I sometimes always forget exactly where the entrance is, but every time I get over there, I am able to identify where it is, but we're just heading roughly, you know, to that city area, and I'll show you guys how to get in there. All right, so as I'm flying, I see the entrance here. It's just this building here. It's kind of right in front of this fountain here. So if you find this statue fountain person, this is where the entrance is. Let me show you guys on the map. So see, I was kind of off. I put a marker right there, but it's actually located right here. This is exactly where you will want to go. You can even see my coordinates here as well, if that helps. I don't know if there's another entrance. This is the way that I've always came in. There might be like another way to get in from the other side, but as far as I know, this is the way that I have always gone. So we're just gonna go ahead and go in here. You could go around that side too. Either side will work and converge into the middle here. Just gonna use a little speed boost, and you can just ignore everything, and we're gonna head down these stairs and through this way. And once you see this summoning stone, a meeting stone here, then you know to go down here into this kind of cracked open area, and then we're gonna head down these steps. It's pretty deep in here. I know these NPCs, they're little like alert things that come on. Back when I didn't really know how to get here that well, anytime I found these guys, I was like, oh, I'm on the right step here. Okay. All right, so once we get all the way down to the bottom, you just literally keep going down. This is the entrance. This is when you would want to make sure that you have your raid difficulty set to what you want. I'm looking to run it on Mythic, so that's already set up and ready to go. But if you wanted to do each difficulty, you know, you could start on like normal, clear that, and then move on to heroic and then Mythic. But we'll just be starting with that. So you can go ahead and click on these. There we go. It didn't want to work. And go ahead and enter. This is such a beautiful, all of Suramar, that city that we were just outside of, is gorgeous. I love it. So we are now inside the raid, and we're just going to make our way down here. You can kill things if you would like to. You don't have to. And pretty much just follow the path. There's usually only one way to go for the most part. Just kind of killing things for fun. And the first boss that we'll have is a big old scorpion guy. Kind of cleared out the tunnel of all the scorpions. We're now on our first boss, but I did just want to also mention that we have some NPCs with us. We have Khadgar here and the Lysra. Just wanted to acknowledge that they're there, but we can go ahead and kill the first boss. I did want to also mention this raid is kind of ish more recent. It was from the Legion expansion, so it's only about like 4 or 5 expansions old. It's definitely soloable. You can do it, but it's definitely more challenging than something like, you know, like how we did Icecrown Citadel, which was from Wrath of the Lich King, like way back in the day. So just be aware that this one might be a little bit easier to do on a higher level character. I think that you'd probably have some difficulty doing it if you were only like level 50 or so. Like you definitely probably want to be like 60, 70, 80 for sure. Otherwise you might have some problems. So now we are kind of trapped at this door here, so we're just waiting for the Lysra to come and open the door. Make sure that you kill everything kind of down this hallway, like everything kind of after that scorpion boss. I think every ad in the hallway needs to be killed to trigger the Lysra to open the door here. All right. There we go. We are welcome to go in. And then just running straight forward to this big purple room here, we are approaching our second boss. Just kind of randomly killing a few things here. And I'm going to pull my pets out just because I should probably have my pets. And here's our second boss. Easy kill. Transmog. Got some transmog gloves. All right, so then from here, we're going to head over to our third boss, Trilliax. And so that's kind of a good way if you're ever like, oh god, where do I go? Just open your map and look to see where the bosses are marked. All right, heading into this room, and then you're going to want to go ahead and kill all of these slimes, and then they are going to kind of converge into the center of the room and create a bigger slime, and then we'll be able to kill the boss in here. All right, as you can see, they are all making their way into the center here. Yeah, you can see the boss over here is kind of like dead on the ground here. But as soon as we kill this guy, he wakes up. He was like a maid or something. So he's all like, it's dirty as hell in here. All right. Ooh, what is that? Oh wow, I guess I actually got officially the last piece of my hunter set. I guess for this hunter set, I never actually officially had the cloak. So now I have the complete Eagletalon Battlegear set for my hunter. All right, so now just heading up the stairs here. We're kind of coming to like the bulk of it now. This was all kind of like the sewers section of the raid. And now we're going up to the main section. All right, so just follow it around here. Right, just kind of killing some stuff again. And up this little hallway here. All right, and through this gate, and I believe, can we mount up here? It says that we're in combat. Yeah. As long as you're not in combat, you will be able to mount up. That is why I love hunters. If you've got like a vanish, like a rogue, or any kind of invisibility, feign death, you can get out of combat. But otherwise, you might have to just run on foot. We're just coming up these stairs here. I'm just kind of, you know, trailing a bunch of stuff to just make this go quicker. And now we are approaching our next boss here. She's just kind of running around. Go ahead and kill her. And then most of everything that we are pulling is now kind of making its way up here. So let's get all those guys down. All right, there we go, out of combat again. Okay, so now I feel like this part of the raid can be kind of confusing. I know back when I used to run this in like LFR groups, everyone was always getting lost. So there's basically a few different ways you can go and it doesn't really matter. So we can go over to this side first or over this way, but you don't want to go up here yet. You could technically go down to this boss, but what I typically do is go to the left. Oh, I'm in combat again. Screw off. There we go. Let's get on our mount. So I usually go over this way to Astromancer's Rise because there's two bosses over there. So I just feel like it's easier to kind of knock those two off and then just deal with the one that's over here and the one that's down here. So the first one that we're going to go to is through, let me just kind of kill all these guys here. There's too much going on. So we just got into this room and right through this little door here, there's a boss kind of hiding up here, and then go up to your left here. If we go to our map, you can see where the boss is here, so you know which way to head. And then we're on to another boss. Quick, easy kill here. All right, and then we can head back on down. All right, and then right here, you're gonna head back down. It can be easy to accidentally kind of go that way, but we're just gonna head right back down these stairs, just right through this entrance to get back to where we were. And then from here, we're gonna go ahead and turn right. Again, you can just kind of look at your map. We're heading over to the Shaldorai Terrace next. All right, and then we can get on our mount again if we're out of combat. And just heading down along this bridge and over to this high botanist boss over here. This one used to be really annoying, at least like when I was kind of lower-ish level. It was definitely kind of hard to solo it, so if you're max level, like level 80, you shouldn't have any problems, but yeah, I don't know. I just remember having a hard time with this one, but now it's pretty easy. This one, like, every time you kill a boss, the next boss, like, gets full health again. It's kind of weird. But eventually, we'll get them all down. There we go. And once you've officially killed kind of all 3 of the bosses there, then you'll be good. Then we can go ahead and mount back up, and we're just going to head back the way that we came. And back across the bridge. It's so beautiful here. I would love to just hang out in these gardens IRL. And just straight ahead here, coming back out to that main kind of central area where we killed Spellblade Aluriel. And let me feign death here. Get back on our mount. It definitely helps to speed it up. And now we're just going to head over to this captain's quarters area here. All right, and once we enter this spot, we're just going to go in here to our right and then turn left and then just sort of follow the stairs up here. All right, and then we are in our next boss room. We can go ahead and take down Tichondrias. Yeah, I'm probably getting like a ton of transmog. I haven't really been looking specifically. There's just so much stuff, but it's so cool that you can like pick up anything on any armor type now, you know, like even though I'm male, I'm still able to get like plate. I collected a plate appearance on my male wear. It's very nice. And just heading back out, you can just go back down the stairs. You can kind of like jump down off of them so you don't have to like manually run. Then just come back out, and we're going to go out to our right. And then we will arrive back to kind of this main central hub area. I can actually get on my mount. And now the next boss we gotta head over to is this Croesus guy, Croesus, however you say his name. So he's just right down this way. Kind of head around this little middle section here. And mount back up again if you're able to, if you're not in combat. And we're just following all the way down this bridge to the very end, kind of a little bit out of the way. All right, look at that. Looks so cool down here. All right, you can kill that guy if you want to. And then we're going all the way down here, jumping off this broken bridge. I usually will jump off and do a disengage to save myself the fall damage, but it's not fatal fall damage, so you're all good. Just kill these 3 warlock guys, and then the boss will pop up. All right, and then he's down, and then there's actually a treasure chest to loot instead of looting him. All right. Loot our little treasure chest here. Right, and then once you're ready, you can just go ahead and speak to Khadgar and say that you're ready, and he'll teleport you back up. Otherwise, you would have no way to get back up there. All right, there we go. And we are getting really, really close to the end. We've only got like 2 bosses left. So now we're gonna head right here. It's marked the Night Spire, and there's actually a little teleport orb thingy to click on. So just over here to our right. Again, you can see it marked there. And we're just gonna go ahead and click on that and teleport to the Night Spire. All right, and then just head straight in. All right, and then for this one, you do actually have to clear everyone in the room to kind of stop the ritual that's going on to get the boss to start activating here. So just make sure to go around and that you've got everyone. And then she should start doing all of her RP stuff. All right, and then once she's done with all of her stuff, you will be able to attack her. This boss kind of has, I think, like 3 phases where she keeps like rewinding time, like you defeat her and then she's just like, haha, just kidding, I'm still alive, and that happens a few times. All right, just let her kind of spawn back in here and then kill her again. It's always cool. She kind of like freezes you in place. All right, kill her again. And then she's down. So it just takes a couple of times there. Ooh, that's a cool belt. The Death Knight belt. And then once you're done with her, you're just going to make your way over to this next little spot that's marked here. So if you're lost, just check your map and head to this portal, and then we're going to click on the Font of Night. If you do the palace entrance, you'll go all the way back like down below there. So we want to do the Font of Night to get to the last boss, which is Gul'dan. And this is the boss that will have a chance at both of those mounts. So yeah, I don't have either of them. So I really hope that it does drop. So we can go ahead and attack him. This thing, I think, just like buffs you, makes you more powerful. So you can go ahead and use that if you want, but it's all just easy if you're high level anyway, so it doesn't really matter. He's kind of gone immune once you get him to like 1%. Oh yeah, then there's also this. I hate this. Use any speed boosts that you have to try to avoid being pushed off, or just as soon as you notice that you're being pushed by, you know, the push, definitely try to run against it so you don't get pushed off the edge, because you will die if you get pushed off the edge, and I have died many times that way in the past. So this Illidan comes, the demon within. I think that this is only for Mythic difficulty, I believe. I think that normal, heroic, and LFR don't do this. Maybe they do. I don't remember, but I don't know. This might not happen. For Mythic, it definitely does. So just a little bit of RP. Take in the purple and black Illidan. So iconic. And just bring him down. And then you are done. You are able to loot the boss. And we didn't get anything. Hey, look, there's the... Those are my shoulders, right? Yeah, look at those shoulders. So that is everything. That is how you run the Nighthold. I'm only doing it this one time, but if you wanted to go out and run it again on different difficulties, you could either hearth back to Dalaran and then just kind of fly back, or you could do the trick that I've shown before where you go into the group finder, pre-made groups, and then just, you know, go into something like dungeons, start a group, call it something, list the group, and then immediately just leave the group, and it will come up and teleport you out to the graveyard in about like a minute or so. So whenever you leave a group that you listed, it'll just teleport you to the graveyard, which will be a quick, easy way to kind of get you back to the start. I guess maybe potentially another option, you could maybe just kill yourself. That might just teleport you to like another area of the dungeon. You know, you might still need to kind of manually make your way out. Let's see, yeah, where did that bring us? Oh yeah, no, that's probably a quicker option. Instead of doing the graveyard thing, just kill yourself. There is a portal right there. I wasn't sure if it would make us go all the way back through the sewers or not. But now when you run out, you are right there. So that's the quickest way to do it. Just kill yourself, run out, and now you're right back at the start, and you would just be able to switch it to whatever. Say if we wanted to do heroic, right now you can see on the Mythic version I am locked out, all of these bosses are dead, but on heroic I haven't killed them yet. So if you were wanting to do it again, you would just head back on in and everything will be spawned in again for you. You'd be able to do it a second time. So yeah, as you can see, none of the bosses are killed yet. You're ready to go. That is the way to do it. I've never gone to do that before because I always just typically run it once. That is all that I had for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you have any questions at all, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in a future video. Bye!